In the first step, subjects are prepared for the tests. Here we explain important aspects about robot inspection planning and how inspection paths can be programmed. Say hi to VRman. He will guide you through this video and will act as a stand-in for a user that needs to perform these tests. The explanation happens in 3 steps. In the quality, users are familiarized with inspection quality functions, how the camera position impacts the inspection quality, and how this is visualized in VR. In the objects, users are familiarized with the objects that need to be inspected during the experiments. Users can already try to define inspection paths without robotic constraints. And in the robots, users are familiarized with the robots that need to be programmed during the experiments and how they can control them. Notice the camera in front of you. The user can move this camera with this controller. The inspection quality is visualized on the object and changes interactively based on the input of the user. Now, the test subject is encouraged to move the camera around to see the effect on inspection quality. Finally, the user can record inspection paths. In the objects, the user gets the chance to get acquainted with the objects that will be used in the experiments. The user can already try to find inspection paths for these objects without having to worry about any robotic constraints. In the robots, users learn how to control all the robots from the experiments in 2 steps. In the first step, users learn how to control the robot end effector by moving it to a set of predefined positions. They get to experience the limitations of the robot and experience that the robot can collide with the environment. This robot is more complicated because it also contains a rotation table, which must be controlled by the user. In the second step, users learn how to record end effector trajectories. The user learns cooperation between rotating motion of the rotation table and movement of the robot arm by programming 2 types of paths. Now that the users are prepared for their tests, they get a sneak peek of what the final very challenging optional test will be. In the next phase of the experiment, users need to program 6 inspection paths. Here the user programs 3 inspection paths in 3 inspection scenarios. These scenarios are all with the KUKA KR16 robot. Next, the user needs to program 3 inspection paths with a UR10 robot. Here you see the user program an inspection path for the transmission housing object. This animation recreates exactly what the user sees in VR. In the final optional part of the experiment, the user needs to program an inspection path for a wind turbine housing. The robot is a KUKA KR16 mounted on rails. The inspection path represents a very complex inspection task.